Well, hey, there you are. I wondered where you've been. I've been having fun without you, but now I'm going to share the fun with you. Doesn't that sound good? Check out the Wile E Coyote I got here. You know, we made the Roadrunner a little while ago, and you can't have one without the other. That's just my personal opinion, but I'm going to show you how to make this little guy right now. So there, I want you to see the front and back of him. Now I'm going to set Wile aside, and we're going to start step by step. Of course, I've pre-inflated the balloons, but I'll tell you, we're going to use Mocha Brown again. We're going to start with one inflated all but a couple of inches. Remember to burp the balloon so it's a little softer. Now we're going to take about 2.5 inches, just about a handful there, for the first bubble, followed by a 1-inch bubble, and then we'll measure up and make another one the length of the first one. Okay, we'll twist that around several times, and then we'll take the nozzle through there just once to hold it. Now we're going to ear twist the top here, that 1-inch bubble. That's going to be on top of his head. Now let's twist a 1-inch bubble here for his neck, and then about 7 or 8-inch bubble for the body. Okay, we'll fold that down, twist 2, and fold it down again for 3. Come on, there we go. I could have had a little more air in that balloon. See, his tail's a little bit short. So I'm just going to squeeze that a little bit, see if we can work that air out in there. Well, I'm going to tie a knot in that. We'll shorten that up just a little bit. Every once in a while that happens. That's okay. We take our handy envelope opener and we trim that up. Now let's see here. Now we're going to take a goldenrod 260, and it doesn't really matter. I inflated this all but about 4 or 5 inches. We won't use this whole balloon. We're going to fold about 3-inch fold twist here. These are going to be the cheeks. We're going to hide that nozzle inside that fold twist and do another 3-inch fold. Okay, now we got his cheeks here. Now we're going to come out about 5 or 6 inches. Fold down, and we're going to do another one, same length. Twist those together. This is going to be his nose, or his snout actually. We'll add his nose here in a little bit. Now I want you to take his 2 cheeks here, and we're going to put those right atop of his neck, like we've done on some of the others, and cross them just once in the back, okay? And that'll lock that on there. Now I bet you're wondering what we're going to do with this piece that's left. Well, I'm going to show you. I want you to grab that and so you get a whole handful and squeeze it. And I want the bubble to be soft and a little thinner, okay? And it will be about the same length as the back of his head here. Bring that up and twist it around that top knot we made earlier here. That's going to make one of his eyes. Now squeeze that balloon again and make a second one. So bring that down alongside the other, and then what I do is I just twist the head around. Now we'll take this, I'm going to put it in the back. Okay, so you can see that, the eyes and then the snout here. We don't need any of this now, so we're going to let the air out of that. Put a hole in it with our envelope opener, let the air out, and wrap it around each cheek a couple of times, okay? And then, yep, you guessed it, we're going to tie a knot in that balloon, and then trim off the excess. Perfect. Now let me straighten him up here just a little bit. While I got him right here, I'm going to take my pen, put a couple of simple eyes on him. And I know some of you out there are a little more creative in the drawing department, and you can do a little better than I can. But that's what I do, just something real simple. Okay, now I'm going to take a black balloon that I've inflated several inches. Just need a little bit. I'm going to take the nozzle end of that and tie it right between the 2 balloons here I got for his snout, I guess. And I'll just tie that on there with one tie, just one time around, half knot, I guess. Now let's take about 1.25 inches or so and twist. And now let's ear twist that. I twist that around 6 or 7 times. And now I'm going to take the rest of that black balloon and trim it off. We've ear twisted it enough, it'll stay. Now hang on to this piece of black we trimmed off. We're going to need it later. I'm going to take that ear twist and position it up here in your snout a little bit. I think it looks better there. I roll these apart, see, as I roll that ear twist in there, and it'll hold it. And I think that makes a pretty nice looking nose on him there. I think you'll agree when you make one. Okay, now let's see what I got here. I have another mocha brown inflated all but a handful. And I have let some air out. Remember to burp the balloons, make them a little softer. Now let's trim the nozzle off on that. I'm going to make these arms now. Now I just do something simple. I take about 3 or 4 inches. I fold that over and I just twist it. Make a real simple little paw for him, okay? Same thing on this end. Let's just fold it over a few inches and twist that. Now we're going to tie a knot here with the balloon that's uninflated, and then we'll trim that off. Now let's find the middle of that and twist that. I'll double check. Pretty darn close. Now we'll twist that on here at the base of his neck, okay? Put that in and just give it a half twist. That'll hold it. And now I'll work that down in his body here, see? Between the piece we have in front and then the two that form his back, okay? That'll hold it. Now just like we've done in some of the other balloons on this DVD, we're going to bend the arms, give them a little more character, okay? Bend them up, rub them just a little bit. That's all it takes. Great. Woohoo! Boy, he's coming along good. I'm going to set him up here for just a minute. Now we're going to take another Mocha Brown 260, inflate it except for about 1/2 inch or 1 inch. Whatever's going to work the best for you. You experiment and you'll find what works the best for you. Now we're going to twist 3/4 inch bubble there, okay? I'm going to take a handful and twist and fold that down and twist alongside. Now I'm going to roll the 3/4 inch bubble through. That'll keep the little ones from taking it apart. Squeeze the air at the end of that balloon, so now this is soft and we can work with it. Another 3/4 inch bubble, followed by, you guessed it, a handful. Fold that down and twist it. Roll the 3/4 inch bubble through. There we have it. Now let's find the middle of that. Whoops, I'm off a little bit. There we go. Okay, Wiley, come on back. Now we're going to go right through here with 1 foot. Okay. Pull them down into position and we'll twist the legs around one. Whoop, the tail's on the wrong side. There we go. Now, let's bend his legs in a little. Just like we did the arms, remember? That's pretty darn good. Uh-oh, almost forgot. We got to put ears on him. So I've taken a Mocha Brown and inflated about 5 or 6 inches there and made it soft. And I'm just going to divide that in the middle, okay? Now we're going to wrap that around the top knot here. And I'm going to have Fritzy zoom in on that because I'm going to show you how I bend that a little bit. It's really not too hard. You just have to get your hand in there so you can bend those down and squeeze it just a little bit, and that'll give them just a little bit of a curve. You practice that. That's not very hard, okay? Now we have to zoom back out because we got one other element to add to this little guy. I need a red balloon, inflated but about a handful, okay? Let's take about an 8-inch length on that twist. We'll fold that down and make another one the same length. Now I'm going to pull the nozzle through there just once so it doesn't come undone. Lay that up there a 3rd time and roll it through. Do that at least twice. this remainder here we'll let the air out of because we don't need that. Now what I like to do is I'll run that through here, just around one of those sections, and make a loop, and then I'll just pull that through and I tie the knot that way. And then that keeps it from coming undone. Take our envelope opener, we'll trim the excess off. Now I sure hope you kept that piece of black one when we made the nose, because we're going to tie that right around the center of this. And if you haven't figured it out yet, we're making some dynamite. That's right. You know, Wiley, when he's chasing the Roadrunner, he usually has something with him that he's using. Always made by Acme, of course. Now, I'm not going to write Acme on here, but I am going to write TNT on here in 2 spots. You don't have to do that. I just think it adds a little something to the sculpture. And I'll show you when I get this on here how I do it. I write it in 2 places. One on top of the stack and one on the bottom. And now we'll put his hand here so he can hold it. We'll just take this like 1-inch bubble here on his hand, and I'll just roll that through that black one. And put that on, put his arm on top there. And that's going to finish Wiley off complete with dynamite. And now let's go find that Roadrunner, shall we? Thank you.